Feet are down on the floor. Make sure your toes are pointing straight ahead. The feet are flat. Let's start with the shoulder roll. Now our shoulder roll right here, up, back, and down. That is to start working on our posture and get some mobility in our shoulders. From here, it is a big inhale. We inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. 2 more times. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, blow it out. We have 1 more time. Here's your inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Gentle twist to the right. Take your hands off to the right. Sit up really tall. Gentle twist. We take our twist to the left. Sit tall. Look to the right. Here's your twist to the right. We take our twist to the left. Bring your hands to your lap. It is a cow cat. Cow is an inhale. You lift your chest, your collarbone. Cat, exhale. Pull your belly in, round through your spine. Now this movement is meant for your spine, so you can let your shoulders relax as you move through each vertebrae. You're lifting and opening, lifting your chest. Then you're rounding, exhaling, pulling your belly in. Let's take 1 more inhale, up, open. Here is your exhale, round, release. We sit up tall right here. Reach your left arm up, right fingertips down, reach up and over. We switch to the other side, right hand up, left arm down, reach up and over. Side stretch here. Take 1 more side stretch off, left fingertips down. Bring yourself to the center. Hands can rest on your lap. We look to the right. There's for your neck. We look to the left. Take your look to the right. Look to the left. Look front, chin to chest. Lift your head up. Chin to chest. Lift your head up 1 more time, chin to chest. Lift your head, take your arms by your side, shoulder shrug, shoulders to your ears, squeeze your shoulder blades, relax your arms. Bringing the attention to our feet, we're lifting our toes only. Set your toes down. Lift your toes, set your toes down. Lift, lower, 2 more times, toes up, toes down, 1 more. Now it is your heels. We lift our heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down, heels up, heels down. 2 more, lift, lower, 1 more time. Now bring your right knee into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Hands behind your thigh. They can be in the front. We sit tall, top of the head, bumps the ceiling. Ankle circles one direction. Ankle circles in the opposite direction. Let the right foot come down. Lift the left. You either hold behind or in front. Sit tall, top of the head, hits the ceiling. Here comes circles for your ankle. Switch directions, take it around in the opposite direction. Foot comes down. We are opening our right leg only, opening to the outside. Bring it in. We open to the outside. Bring it in. This is about your hip joint. If it bothers your hip, you can skip the move. Keep the move smaller. 1 more time. We open to the outside. We bring it in, we switch left leg. We open, we close. And now right here, as you open and close, think quiet and soft. We lift the leg up, soft tap. Lift and lower. One more time. We're keeping the leg in this time. Open your right leg. Keep it open to the outside. Open the left. Hands are coming to the inside of your thighs. Sit up really tall. We add your circles with your upper body. We're taking full body circles here. Nice opening for your hips, keeping your spine long. Now we switch directions, take it around in the opposite direction. This time we are going to add a little lean forward. Keep the lean forward. Add shoulder across to your knee. Center, take the opposite shoulder across. Center one more time, each side, a little bit of a twist. Other side, bring yourself to center. Press into your hands, bring yourself all the way up. Your legs can come in, take your hands to the front. The arms are in front. We add a twist to the right. We add a twist to the left. Now keep sitting up tall. It can be a small twist or a little larger twist. I want you to focus on using your core for this movement. Twist from your core. From here, we add a knee lift. So you're going to twist, add a knee, set it down, twist, knee, set it down. We're combining here. Now, if that would bother any area of your back, keep your leg down, keep the twist. Here comes your last one. But we have to finish both sides. That's the last one. Arms come down. We're adding our lean forward. I'm adding some work for your back right here. This is about your posture. Fingertips reach out to the corners. Come into goal post arms. Now, as you do this movement, fingertips reach to the corners. You resist. You pull back to goal post arms. Now, you want to have your core engaged so you're solid through your spine. One more time, we're reaching out to the corners of your room. You're coming back into your goalpost arms. Fingertips reach out to the side. Now sweep your arms back. Bring your arms to the side. Sweep your arms back. Return to the side. Sweep your arms back. We're doing two more right here. You're sweeping back, shoulder blades back. Here comes your last one. We can bring our hands to our thighs. Bring yourself all the way up. We're going to add a little marching movement. Option 1 means your heels lift. Option 2, full march, you would lift your legs. Whichever one you choose to do, let's sit up nice and tall. So if you start rounding, can you pull your core in so you can sit up really tall? Let's add some bicep curls. This is movement for your elbow joint. At the same time, we're using our bicep, the front of our arm, to add the movement. Now, you can always choose to go quicker or slower. You can also always choose to do just your arms or just your feet. So you choose. Especially with the way the weather is right now, you want to make sure you're monitoring how you feel, especially with the smoke in the air. You want to make sure you're not over breathing if you tend to have respiratory issues. We do want to stay safe. Here comes your side arm lifts. We take our arms to the side. With that said, we mentioned this at the beginning of the class, but keep your windows closed because there are ashes everywhere. And we don't want that coming into our house. There's your side arm lifts. And now we're going to push our arms up and overhead. You're pressing up and down. You're pressing up and down. We're taking 4 like this. Here's your 3. Here's your 2. Now press your arms down. They're going to be pressing down and up. It's a down and up. Take 2 more. We're letting our arms relax and we're taking our legs to an out, out, in. It's your out, out, in. Now, as soon as you get your feet and you're comfortable with your out, out, in, you would add your arms. Low arms, one option. High arms are another option. Now, as you make the movement, check to see how you feel. The higher we raise our arms, the more intense the move becomes. When I say more intense, that may mean that your heart rate starts going up a little higher. So if that is happening and you're uncomfortable, you would bring your arms down, or you would stop either your arms or your legs. Now we are going to tap our toes to the front. Can you keep your arms going? I cannot, so we're going to go ahead and punch to the front. It was a good thought. It just didn't work. I was thinking about the smoke outside and the hazy sky. Bob mentioned he has skylights in his house, so it's all overcast. Here's your punch and tap, punch and tap. So option 1, keep your arms where they are. Option 2, higher intensity, you're punching up and up. Here's your 4 and your 3, 2, here's your last one. Go ahead, shake it out. Give yourself a little shake. Now we're gonna take a drink of water. We're going to get ready to stand. It's important to stay hydrated too. We're going to start with our chair squats. Our first couple are going to stay down on the chair. You want to have your feet straight ahead. If you want to open and take a little wider stance, you're more than welcome to do that when we get ready to stand. Hands are on your thighs, sit up really tall right here. Core is engaged. It's a lean forward. The only reason we lean forward is so we can really push down into our feet, get our legs strong. Feel the back of your legs, feel your glutes. Relax your legs, sit up tall. Right here. This little lean forward is your counterbalance so that when you get ready to stand up, push, 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 you have the counterbalance to bring your weight up. One more time, seated. There's your push, push into the floor, push your feet down, relax, sit up tall. This time we're standing all the way up. Choose a method that works for you. It is baby squats right here. And when I say baby squats, we are working on our joints right here. Hip joint, they slide back. Knee joint, you want to try to keep them back a little bit further behind your big toes. We also want to keep our knees in line with our feet. So you want them to go straight forward as you go down and up. Option, add your arms. That is a counterbalance as well. Maybe you can take it just a hair deeper when you add your arms up to the front. If you are uncomfortable with that, you would keep your hands on your thighs. We're taking one more here. Little squat down. We're keeping ourselves all the way up right here. We're going to take it off to the side of the chair. We're going into our tightrope right away. So one foot in front of the other. Option 1 here. Option 2, you open your feet up. Once you have that, check to see where your weight is. It should be in both your feet. Sometimes we like to lean forward or back. Hand can be up, hand can be on your chair. Once you have that, it would be a twist. We bring ourselves back to center. Take your twist in the other direction. Bring yourself back to center. Today, one more little addition. We're going to lift our heels. Remember, our chair is here if you want to use it. As you come up to your toes, a little more balance work. Heels come down to the floor. We undo our legs. We have 2 sides. We want to even it out. Take opposite foot to the front. Weight is on both your feet, so if you're leaning back, see if you can get the weight even. Hand can always stay on the chair, hands can lift. Now once you are comfortable there, a twist off to one side. We add a twist to the other side. Bring yourself to center. We're lifting our heels here. Use your chair if you would like. Little bit more balance, little more strength as you come up. Heels come back down to the floor. Give yourself a little shake out. We're gonna step behind our chair. Take your step touch side to side. One little step touch, one side to the other. We're taking our lateral movement here. From here, we're adding on to 2 step touches off to the right, step and step. So you know I'm adding on one more option here. This is option 1 is keeping your 2 step touches. Cross over, you would take one foot behind the other is your next option. If you do not want to do this today, you do not like this move, skip it. And you can keep your double step touch. This move is bringing a little bit more challenge in for your balance. Take your last one. We're going to meet right behind your chair. Bring yourself behind your chair. We are going right into our heel lifts. You're going to lift your heels. Bring yourself down. Maybe your hands are up. Please feel free to take your hands on your chair. That is why we keep it handy. You can always take it to one finger as you lift up through your heels and bring it down. We're taking 2 more here. Is your lift and your lower. One more time. Now let's bring ourselves off to the side of our chair. We are adding knee lifts as a balance. So stand on your left foot, lift your right. Toes might stay down, they might lift a little, the knee might lift a lot. Set the right foot down, ground into your foot, stand up tall, start lifting the left. Toes might stay on the floor. You might lift a little bit, you might choose to lift a little bit more. Foot goes down, we switch to the other side, ground the left foot. Right toes up, right knee starts coming up. Set your foot down, here comes ground into the right. Left toes up or left heel up. Here comes a little bit more. Here comes a little bit more. Now I am going to go into alternating knee lifts a little quicker. Remember, you can choose option 1, we lifted the heel a little bit. So we're taking it, alternating. You might choose to lift a little higher. As we go into knee lifts and you lift a little higher, chair is here. Please feel free to use it. We're going to think about engaging through our core. Balance work takes strength in our core. That's how we stay up nice and tall. Now, if this is working for you, added challenge. You push one arm up and the other one comes down. You push one arm up, the other comes down. Now remember, this is a choice, so you could always choose to keep one hand on the chair as you alternate. One more time, each side. We are switching this into a hamstring curl. You're gonna bring your heel to the glute, set it down. Heel to the glute. Now I want you to focus on using your hamstring, the glutes. That means you're squeezing your heel in as you lift the heel towards your glutes. Balance as you lift the leg, so feel free to use your chair. Strength as you squeeze the heel in. We're doing one more on each side. There's your last one. We're meeting behind our chair, step touch off to each side. We're keeping it at our single step touch. So if you are comfortable and you want to add on, it's up and over. And this is more balance work. We step up and over. It is an up and over. Chair is here if you want it, and you can always skip the up and over and keep your feet low. We are meeting right behind our chair. Give yourself a stretch. Hands would come to the back of the chair. You walk your feet back. You push your hips into the back wall. So think about hips pushing, pushing, pushing back. Our goal here is to keep a straight spine. So if at any time when you're bending over, you start rounding like so, you want to come up a little higher so you have a nice long back, and you would stop wherever it is that you might start finding that round. You want to stay long. So the top of the head keeps reaching forward. The hips keep pushing backward. Bring yourself all the way up. We're practicing some lunges behind your chair. I'm going to stay to the side so you can see my feet. You take your right foot to the front, the back of your chair, take the left foot back, and we're going to add a little down and up. So this move, the goal is to work the quad, the hamstring, the glute of your right leg, and you might feel it in the hip flexor quadricep of the back leg. We want to go down and up. Now, if you feel it in your knees, you would make the move a little smaller. You would press into the front heel. Those are little things you can do to make sure you're using muscles rather than your joints. We want to strengthen our muscle groups, be nice to our joints. Bring yourself up. We're switching sides. That means the left foot comes towards the back of your chair. Right foot is back, and it is your down and up. Think straight down, straight up. It does not have to be deep. It is where you can feel your muscles engage. And again, you push into the front heel. That's to work your hamstring, glutes. We do want to remember, nice breath. So sometimes when we're concentrating, we hold our breath. So you want to let your breath go. We have one more. Stay high here. We're going to take a stretch with our feet out wide. Hands come to the back of your chair. One more time, you're taking hips push towards your back wall. You're long through the top of your head, long spine. It does not matter how low you go. The goal is to get a stretch through the back of your legs and to keep that nice long spine. We start bringing ourselves all the way up. We are going to bring our legs in, take it around to the front of your chair, have a seat, take a drink of water. I'm going to do a couple movements for shoulder mobility, and then we will grab our weights and do some work with our weights. So we'll start. Arms are by your side, elbows bent. You're going to lift your arms up and down. So this is the side lateral movement. On the next one, we are going to lift our arms, keep them up, and we're going to rotate our fingertips towards the ceiling, palms to the floor. We are staying right here as you rotate. If this is working good for your shoulders, a little bit more. Fingertips go to the floor. Fingertips go to the ceiling. Fingertips to the floor. Fingertips to the ceiling. We're taking 4 like this. Here's your 3. Now this time we're keeping our fingertips up towards the ceiling. We're going to squeeze our forearms together, open up. Squeeze together, open up. There's your squeeze and your open. On the next one, keep your forearms together. Squeeze them together. And now we open up our forearms, bring them together. We open and close. Take 4 like this. 3, 2, there's your last one. You're going to bring your elbows right in by your side, and we're going to open our arms out to the outside and bring them in. Take them to the outside, bring them in. We open and close. So our arms are staying right next to our body, and we're rotating our shoulders open. There's your open. Let's take 2 more. Here comes your last one. And now let your arms relax. We are going to grab our weights right here, carefully. We'll start with our large muscle group. That means we're starting with our back. Both your feet are down on the floor. Arms are down by your side. Palms are facing in. Pull your belly button into your spine. And now let your elbows glide back. Now the reason I say elbows glide back is because we want to keep a lot of space through our neck and our shoulders. So we want to make sure we're keeping our shoulder blades back as you squeeze your elbows up. It's 4 like this. Here's your 3. Our next move is flies. Arms open up to the outside. So now you're reaching out to the side. Same idea here though. Lots of space for your neck. That means your shoulders have to stay back. This is a great movement for our posture. Again, you want to make sure you're breathing. Take a nice exhale and relax. We're doing 2 more right here. You are going to bring yourself all the way up to sitting. Roll your shoulders back and down. Bicep curls here. You're curling your arms up and down. Our next move, front raises. So now your palms face the back and you lift your arms to the front. A little bit more attention to your shoulders right here. We have 4 like this. 3, 2, we're going into a push and pull. That means your arms bend, they're coming by your shoulders. You push to the front, you pull back. We're keeping our palms facing one another in this one exercise today. I want you to focus. Push through your chest, pull through your back. You push to the front, you pull back. It is chest as you push. Back is a pull. So you want to focus on the muscles we're using to help you engage correctly. At the same time, yep, your core is nice and tight. You're pulling your belly button in. That helps us sit up tall as well. One more time here, and we are quickly just 4 overhead presses, palms in, press up, bring it down. There's your 3, here's your 2, and 1 more. Let your plates come down to your lap. We're adding our knee lift with our extension, so you lift and extend. Bring it down, alternate sides right here, lift and extend. You only lift as high as works for your body. And when I say that, that means we want to be able to sit up tall. So if when you lift your leg, you're falling backward into your chair, you want to make the range of motion a little bit smaller So you can really focus on using your quadricep. It doesn't matter how high the leg goes. One more time each side. We do want to add our heel slides. We're sliding our heels into our chair. Heels are out. You resist. You slide your heels to your chair. On this move, your focus is using the back of your thighs. So we want to feel our hamstrings. You want to feel your glutes. Our glutes are one of our largest muscle groups. You want to keep them strong. They help us walk. They help us get up and down. Lots of movements, but sometimes we forget to use them. Here comes the pull, 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 pull. We're doing 2 more here. One more time. And then let your legs relax. If you want to give them a little tap, give them a little tap. We're going to work our tricep real quick, so we want to catch the back of our arm. Arm is out. Now remember option 1, you would have your arm out right here. Option 2, if it works for your shoulder and you can bring it up and behind, that's a great option as well. We have 3 more in whichever version you have chose. There is your last one. We switch over to the other side. Option 1, you're here. Be nice to your shoulders. Option 2, you would come up and overhead. Now our goal is working the back of our arm, the back of our upper arm. So think about this squeeze so that you get that nice work in your tricep. We're taking one last tricep right here. You can bring your arm down. Set your weights down underneath your chair. Make sure they're out of the way. Take one more drink of water so we're staying hydrated the best we can. We want to stretch our body out. Let's take a big shoulder roll so your shoulders are relaxing up, back, and down. Now take your right foot out to the front. Toes can be up. You want to make sure you're far enough forward on your chair. It's a hamstring stretch here. I keep my hands on my thigh, but you can always choose to take the hand down the front of the leg. Just remember our goal is a hamstring stretch. It doesn't really matter how low you go. You just want to get that nice stretch in the back of your leg. You might feel it down in your lower leg if your calves tend to be tight. We're bringing ourselves all the way up. We switch to the other side. Left toes go out. Here comes the lean forward. You always have the option to go a little deeper as long as it feels okay for you. We bring ourselves all the way up, slide the leg in. We want to give ourselves a nice stretch for the back of our leg, or our hips, I should say. So hug the knee in. You can always choose to hold behind your thigh too. It's wherever it works for you. We're sitting up really tall, big hug. Now, we're going to cross this leg over, and when I say cross, we're going to cross our legs all the way. If that doesn't work, cross your ankles. I'm using this so we can get a nice stretch with a twist, and maybe you can hug and pull your legs over a little bit more to the left as you get a stretch through the outer hip, outer thigh. Bring yourself to center. You would uncross your top leg. Your knee comes into your chest, either hold behind or in front. Sit up really tall. Give yourself a big hug. From here, this is where we're going to cross our legs, high or low. Once you find the best place to cross your legs, sit tall, add your twist. And again, maybe you can add a little bit more so you get a nice stretch through the outside of your thigh and the outside of your hip. Bring yourself to center, uncross your legs. We come over to the right side of our chair. This is so we can stretch out through our hip flexor, our quadricep. Foot is sliding back, knee is going towards the floor. Right fingertips can come up when you're ready. We are trying to stay up nice and tall, get some length right here. Release the side, slide your back leg in. We take it over to the other side, slide the foot back. Here comes sit up tall, fingertips can reach up. Release it down here. Slide your leg all the way in. Bring yourself to the center of your chair. Open your legs up wide. Inner thigh stretch. Right here, lean forward. Big stretch, long stretch through the top of your head. Add your twist. Take your left shoulder to your right thigh. Center, now take your right shoulder to your right thigh. Bring yourself to center. Take your right forearm to your right thigh. Reach your left fingertips up and over. Release it. Bring yourself up. We're going to take it to the other side as you reach up and over. Release the side, both hands back to your thighs. Really reach, get long, stretch through your hips. Push down into your feet. Bring yourself all the way up. Bring your legs in. We open our arms, lift your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Right arm is on the bottom, shoulder stretch here. Big, big hug. Hug yourself. Good job. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Open up. Here comes left arm on the bottom. Big hug. Yay for us. Again, big pat. Give yourself a big hug. We reach our arms up. They're coming all the way up. If it works for you, take the left hand up and behind. I get it. Sometimes this is not a good movement for your shoulder. You would then bring the arm across the front. So option 1, up and behind. Option 2, across the front. We're stretching out our tricep. We're switching sides. So the hand would come behind. And interestingly enough, sometimes what you can do on one side, you can't do on the other side. So check it out, see which one works for you. Each side might be different. Both your fingertips reach up towards the ceiling. Take your hands to the chair slightly behind you. Lift your chest, big stretch for the front of your shoulders. Chest stretch. We sit tall. Bring your chin to your chest. Take your chin to your right shoulder. Chin is to your chest. Chin is to your left shoulder. Chin to chest. Lift your head up. Relax your arms. Take wrist circles in one direction. Take your wrist circles in the opposite direction. Stretch your fingertips all the way out. You are reaching through your fingertips. Now take your thumb to each finger. You would either take your time or go as quickly as possible. One more time, and here's a big stretch through your fingertips. Reach your fingertips out. Now make a fist. Wrap your thumb around the outside. Here's the stretch. Fingertips long, long, long. Make a fist. One more time, big stretch through your fingers. We make a fist, little wrist circles. Take them around and one more down. Switch directions here. Let your arms relax down. Shake it out. Take one more twist off to the right. Soft, gentle. You can look off to the right a little further. Here comes your twist. Off to the left. Sit tall. Look left. Bring everything back to the front. Here comes your big inhale. Reach all the way up. Here's your exhale. Blow it out. We have 2 more times. Take your inhale. Exhale, relax, blow it out. Here comes your last one, big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. And thank you all very much for joining me today.